gave him a one-finger salute on this one. Look at that result.
Incredible.
I mean, this is just under a third of the vote in, but look at that. This is projected to fail with an exclamation point or 10. Missouri Republicans, your voters are telling you something. And one of the things they are telling you is that they want you to stop telling them to shut up. The great tell in this Amendment 4, part of the reason I found this story just amazing, and I've been watching this closely, is because the way they changed the law, or they would have changed the law had this Amendment 4 passed, would have said that you needed this new threshold in all 8 congressional districts to get an initiative on the ballot if you're a regular person, if you're a regular citizen who wanted it on the ballot. But if the legislature wanted to put something on the ballot, they'd still use the old easy standard. They were making literally 2 different standards, one for themselves and one for the rest of the people in the state. And that is just, I mean, we think of Missouri as a red state and they elect a lot of Republicans, but the people of Missouri just told them absolutely no on this tonight.
I have been, first of all, Rachel, love, okay? I have been following this. Eugene and I, we're talking about it on our podcast tomorrow. Actually, we're going to record it. It'll be out on Thursday. But it's so crazy because in the last election, the Missouri voters, they were the first state, I believe, in the last presidential election to overturn a near total abortion ban in the state. Even though they sent a Republican governor, a Republican secretary of state, a Republican attorney general back to work in the state. The Republican attorney general, by the way, which has since left and now is at the Justice Department as the FBI's number 2. Stay tuned, folks. The voters are paying attention. And so that's why I'm like, when people sit around, people come on all our shows and they're like, oh, I wish the voters would. When are the voters gonna get it together? The voters have it together.
Yeah.
They're actually paying attention to this. And I do think abortion is still one of those animating issues, even though it's not on the front pages of the newspapers. It's not necessarily something we're talking about on television. It is a kitchen table issue for folks. The ability to make the decisions about the health care that they need in their lives is right up there with how high the groceries are and what's happening with the larger healthcare apparatus. And so I'm wondering what kind of nefarious things that this Missouri state legislature is going to try now that the voters have rejected this.
But that's why Missouri or these primaries or these midterms are really going to have all of us look at the definition of power. Because we often associate power with money. Republicans have a war chest of campaign dollars right now. And by the way, it's only getting bigger tomorrow because wealthy Americans have become extraordinarily wealthier in the last 2 years, as has corporate America, because of deregulation, because of tax policy. Look no further than the markets, which are soaring. And we normally say, well, that's what power is. But now look at the reverse. Look what the voters in Missouri are saying. Look at the thousands of people who don't have political affiliations that showed up at No Kings rallies, who are watching what's happening with the corruption and the grift, and they're saying, this isn't working for me. So while some are saying, well, Democrats, they just don't have the money, the enthusiasm that the American voter...
Hello everyone. No enemy can harm the America as so much that Trump has done. Even Supreme Court has tried to stop the Trump, but Trump has not paid any attention to the Supreme Court. He is not listening them also. Now the only way is to stop the Trump. We should be patient and decide our decision in the elections. In the election, we should not further support the Trump and his all the close government members that are supporting him, that are involved all in these activities. We should be not further select them. We should be decide with our vote. We have only these power, and we have the voice power we raise on the social media. But Trump pay no attention. Then we should only decide with the vote in the coming election that no one should select the Trump, and we should behave like that. No one put a vote, even single vote to the Trump. Those people that are giving the vote to him should think about the facts and the figure. Too much tariff has gone. It is directly put a lot of the burden on the poor people and also reduce their purchasing power. Poor people will not only buy the things that are necessary for the living for their life, like clothes, eating things, but Trump have put a lot of the burden on them. This is a very destructive. We should care about the humanity. You should play a strategic game of the economic. You should not put on tariff. Give your opinion in the comment. Hope you like my video. We'll meet in the next video.